Gentlemen, welcome to our monthly meeting of the Cobb County Board of Zoning Appeals. As is our custom at this time, I'd like to ask Officer Ott if he would please come forward. And ladies and gentlemen, if we'd all please rise, Officer Ott is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you, Officer Ott. For those of you that are here for the first time, let me give you a little insight on how we're going to conduct the meeting today. The first thing that we'll concern ourselves with is the consent agenda. These are applications that not only this board has reviewed, but our professional and our engineering staff have reviewed. To our knowledge, there's no known opposition to any of these particular cases. So as the case is called, Mr. Peterson, our head zoning administrator, will read the case, each case individually into the record. And as he does, the applicant, he or she, will identify themselves by raising their hand. If there is anybody here in opposition to any of these particular cases, he or she, again, in opposition, will raise their hand. And if we do have opposition to any of these particular cases, we'll pull that case and hear it in its regular numeric order. I'm not going to go into our justification on how we do the regular agenda because I don't expect that we will have a regular agenda today. So with that said, I'm going to turn over to Mr. Peterson to see if he has any special announcements to make at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate that. There are two cases on today's printed agenda in which the applicants are requesting continuances. The first one is variance case V34, Vinings Jubilee Partners Limited. That case was continued by the staff until the October 10th, 2018 variance hearing. So V34 will not be heard today. Mr. Chairman and Board, there is one case, V65, Hoover Foods Incorporated. It was scheduled to be heard today, but the applicant is requesting it be continued until your September 12th hearing date. So we would need a vote on that by the BZA
Okay.
to continue that one.
And with that said, Mr. Bryant McDaniel represents both those cases in his district. Bryant, you want to make a motion on those?
Yes,
Or
Mr. Chairman.
discussion?
Yeah, I would make a move then that case V65 be continued to our hearing on September 12th. of
Okay,
this
I've
year.
got a motion. I have a second.
I'll second.
Second, okay. All right, motion second, all in favor, register by voting. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a 5-0 vote, so both of those cases will be continued until the Vinings Jubilee case, V34, will be heard on October the 10th, and the V65 will be heard in September. Okay, John, it's still back to you.
Yes, sir. Additionally, there are 3 appeal cases on today's agenda, which all have been continued. First case is appeal case A-02-2018, Vision Outdoor Media LLC. That case has been continued until the October 8th, 2018 Board of Zoning Appeals work session at the request of the applicant. So we're not going to hear A-02-2018. Additionally, A-04-2018 Vision Outdoor Media LLC. That case additionally was continued until the October 8th, 2018 Board of Zoning Appeals work session at the request of Vision Outdoor Media. So A-04-2018 will not be heard today. And lastly, appeal hearing A-05-2018, Jason Mateer. That case was continued at the request of the applicant until the September 12th, 2018 variance hearing. So A-05-2018 will not be heard today. I would like to ask the people in today's audience, if you have a cell phone, please turn the volume off as the ringing does interfere with the broadcast and presentations. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I'm ready to start the consent agenda.
Okay, sir, let's just go right to the first one and get started, John.
Thank you. Cobb County Board of Zoning Appeals, variance hearing consent agenda for August 15th, 2018. First case on consent is variance case V66. Glenn A. Melson requested variance to allow parking and/or maneuvering of vehicles on a non-hardened surface or treated surface, and that is an existing gravel driveway in land lot 340 of the 20th District. The property is located on the north side of Cook Road, west of Holland Road. Staff recommends approval, subject to traffic comments and recommendations. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V66? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V67, Linda W. Kenny requests a variance to waive the side setback from required 10 feet to 6 feet adjacent to the western property line in land lots 1187 and 1188 of the 16th district. The property is located on the north side of Kings Way, west of Kings Chase. Staff recommends approval. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant's here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V67? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V68, Marcus Corley requests a variance to waive the rear setback for an accessory structure under 650 square feet for a 438 square foot one-story metal building from required 35 feet to 3 feet, to waive the required setbacks for an accessory structure over 650 square feet for an 834 square foot metal garage required 100 feet to 60 feet from the rear property line and 43 feet adjacent to the eastern property line, and to allow an accessory structure, a 834 square foot metal garage to be to the side of the principal building in land lot 415 of the 19th district. The property is located at the southern terminus of Bond Road, south of Macklin Road. Staff recommends approval, subject to only for the structure shown on the site plan received June 11th, 2018. Is the applicant present? The applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V68? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V69, Ann E. Lewin requests a variance to waive the major side setback, required 35 feet to 28 feet, in land lot 260 of the 20th district. The property is located on the southeast corner of Bud Court and Peace Drive. Staff recommends approval. Is the applicant here? Let the record show the applicant's presence. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V69? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V70, Richard Harris requests a variance to allow a second electrical meter on a residential property in land lots 307 and 340 of the 20th district. The property is located on the east side of Holland Road, south of Nichols Road. Staff recommends approval, subject to traffic comments and recommendations, and the accessory structure not to be used for commercial or residential use. Is the applicant present? Is the applicant here? Richard Harris, V70. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V70? Mr. Chairman, the applicant is not present, but there's no one here opposed to this variance
Yeah,
case.
I think we call this at the end of the hearing, but I think we could probably take this case ourselves, as we've done in the past. So let's continue on and then rehear it,
Okay,
recall it, I should say.
yes, sir. Variance case V71, Jeff Woodward requests a variance to waive the rear setback for an accessory structure under 650 square feet for a proposed 624 square foot storage building, required 40 feet to 15 feet in land lot 230 of the 20th district. The property is located on the west side of Red Rock Road, north of Ford's Road. Staff recommends approval, subject to stormwater comments and recommendations. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V71? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V72, Jack Hamill and Michelle Hamill request a variance to waive the rear setback for an accessory structure under 650 square feet for an approximately 524 square foot shed. Required 40 feet to 22 feet. Waive the setbacks for an accessory structure over 650 square feet for an approximately 842 square foot brick workshop. Required 100 feet to 26 feet adjacent to the western property line and to 45 feet adjacent to the rear property line, and to allow an accessory structure, which is the brick workshop, to be located to the side of the principal building in land lots 112 and 117 of the 20th district. The property is located on the south side of Hill Road, west of Sundew Drive. Staff recommends approval, subject to accessory structure not to be used for commercial or residential use. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case B72? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case B73, Mr. and Mrs. Josh Mills request a variance to waive the required setback for an accessory structure over 650 square feet for a proposed 1,940 square foot garage, required 100 feet to 30 feet adjacent to the eastern property line, and allow an accessory structure, a proposed garage, to be located in the front of the principal building in land lots 315 and 316 of the 20th District. The property is located on the south side of Bob Cox Road, east of Lake Somerset Drive. Staff recommends approval, subject to the accessory structure not to be used for commercial or residential use. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V73? Let the record show there's no one opposed, and that completes the consent agenda, Mr. Chairman and Board.
Okay, John, on B70, the applicant is not here. We have I'd be willing to accept that for the applicant if you think it's okay, or should we just hold this and hear it another time?
I think it'd be okay.
Okay. If Skip Gunther is the
Yeah.
district representative, are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's my case, and I've talked to the applicant extensively, and I think something may have come up because he was planning to be here.
Okay. So we'll just leave that on the consent agenda.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's back to this board. Any comments, questions? Anything at all from anybody not hearing? I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make that motion to approve.
Okay, as submitted. I need
As
a
submitted.
second one. All right, I got a motion, got a second. Let's signify by voting yes or no. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to vote 5-0 to approve everything that's on the consent agenda. So your business is complete with us for today. You're welcome to stay or you're welcome to leave. If you leave quietly, we'll just continue on. We have one other piece of business to take care of today, and that is to approve the minutes from the July 30th meeting and also the August the 13th meeting. I'll entertain a motion at both of those.
Motion to approve the Board of Zoning Appeals for the August 13th and for the July 30th
I'll
as
second,
presented.
and I'll second.
Got a motion. Let's all vote on that. There we go, 5-0. Anything else to come before this very distinguished board? Hearing and not seeing anybody, you're all dismissed. Thank you very much.
We can't get any more distinguished.
Hey, you can't.
That's